Hey guys, what's going on? This review is going to be about Karim, but I wanted to start with just a heads up to Roger Scott from WealthPress Stealth Surge Alerts. I've been taking every trade. They've been fantastic. He has a positive profit factor, which is more than can be said for a lot of these services. Scroll right down here. Profit factor of 1.81, 131,000 gain, 72,000 loss, with a profit of 58,000. And it's pretty impressive, so definitely check him out. I'll leave this full review as a link below in the description so you guys can check it out. I was doubtful of this guy. He's actually a really good guy. He did an interview with me recently. Really like him. Obviously an honest guy. He explains a lot of things I had problems with, and definitely watch that. I'll try and leave that link in the description below as well. Alright, so Roger Scott aside, let's talk about the latest from Brian and Karim. So Brian and Karim run the War Room. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. I've done a few videos on this, but not a whole lot. Karim is like the dad figure, right? He's like the father to Brian. He's like, maybe not in years. Maybe he's a little older. I don't know. It's hard to judge their age. But Karim has been trading for over 30 years. He has a master's degree in finance. And he's also the CFO of a brokerage firm, almost right out of college, which is unheard of. It's pretty amazing. So Karim actually is one of the best traders I've ever seen. He tends to hold stuff for a longer time period. So if you're a member of the War Room or you're a member of the Catalyst Cashouts Live, which they do, you'll probably know the difference between Brian and Karim. So Brian tends to do the 0 DTE or 1 DTE alerts on Catalyst Cashouts, which I highly recommend because Brian's good at what he does, but Karim's even better. So he sends out these alerts, and you can hold these for swing trades. Sometimes they're a day or two, sometimes 6 months, who knows. Brian buys calls and puts, but Karim sells options for premium. And if you're not familiar with that, it's a really good system where you're selling options and you're collecting the premium. And when I first started this review, Karim's trades, they really seemed unfamiliar to me. But now in 2024, I know how much they really are, like how good they are in reality. And that's partly thanks to Lance from thetatraders.com. I'll leave a link in the description for his stuff, because he really showed me how to sell puts and do spreads. And now I feel like I can follow Karim's trade alerts these days. So this is Karim. This is a link to the War Room. So this is the War Room. This is basically Brian and Karim together. This is a more expensive service, but it's daily, just like non-stop alerts. You'll really love this if you're an active trader. I'll leave a link in the description for that to definitely check out. So the thing I wanted to talk about though is the most latest, like fad almost, is that Karim is going more into metals, so things like silver and gold. Gold in particular has come up, and that's what I wanted to talk about today. So I'll leave a link in the description. You can come and check this out. But this is how to do a $20 gold play that you can buy in your regular brokerage account that gives you a stake in over an ounce of gold per share. Now gold's at $2,500, so let's look at the transcript right here. Again, you can get this link in the description below. So this is 1 ounce of 24 karat gold. Right now this ounce trades for $2,500, but today I'm sharing a backdoor way you can invest in gold for under $20 an ounce. Isn't that ridiculous? So again, I'm not going to go through this whole thing. You guys can check this out. There's a video, and then there's also this transcript, which I prefer to read, honestly. It goes on and on and on, but it shows like the amount of due diligence that's put into these things. Now for this particular service, you get Catalyst Cashouts Live. So if we go all the way down and hit join now, you don't just get this gold report, which is pretty amazing in itself, but you also get Catalyst Cashouts, which is really fantastic. So here's the offer page right here. This is cut to the chase. 2 years, $259, almost nothing. You can unlock the ultimate gold stock. Every share of the stock gives you a stake in over an ounce of gold, which is really cool. So definitely check this out. I really like the fact that Karim does these like shorter term to longer term trades, and they win almost every time. It's a really high win rate, so definitely check it out. But if you like the idea here, definitely check out this link. Review my research service risk-free and get my gold investment package for totally free. So you're getting this included in the Catalyst Cashouts Live, which is this 2 years deal, $259. You get the ultimate gold play, you get the next great silver trade, and you get rich with gold royalties. Well, we'll take that with a pinch of salt. How to execute the win both ways trade, special bonus 8-part video. The basic subscription is only $179. I think these guys usually back this up with like a 365-day money back guarantee. So let me just check to see if they do that with this particular service. There we go. Best of all, you can keep everything and risk nothing with our 365-day money back guarantee. It's 100% money back guarantee. This is what I love about these guys. They don't just give you a credit, they give you your money back if you don't like this. So it's worth looking at this. You can get the gold plate, and then you could always refund your subscription, right? You could get the exact gold stock that he's talking about, or you could stick around and actually take some of his trades, which have been really fantastic. If we go to the Catalyst Catch-Ups Live, I'm a member. I've been a member for a while. If you look on the right here, you can see this is August 21st. I've just stopped at a random point. Red means that they are closing the trade. So if I scroll down here, you can see that they made money on XHB overnight. Go down here, this is all opening trades. This is a SPY play. This is the 0 DTE or 1 DTE plays that they do. I'm not a huge fan. I usually break even or make a little profit on them. But what you're really looking at is things like this one, JWN January calls. So he did this one. This is Karim that does this. Brian doesn't really do these things as much. And you can see playing a move private. As I noted today in live session, last week the Nordstrom family formed a blah blah blah. The offer's really big, blah blah blah. So yeah, this was the calls. This was buying it. You know, they took SPY profits as well. Ring SPY winner. So they do make winners. It's not like the 1 DTE trades are that bad. They're pretty good. But the real value is in the swing trading from Karim. So just kind of scan down here, selling Boeing. He had Boeing for a while. So yeah. Going through here, doing a covered call. So you have to be able to do covered calls, sometimes cash secured put, sometimes spreads. Jolts trade stuff is like their main thing. But look at this, cash out metals, a reload trade, WPM, buy January 60 calls. So yeah, some of this is from Brian, some of it is from Karim, but basically the interaction between the two of them is pretty funny. So they're definitely a kind of a comedy duo. Anyway, definitely check it out, and I'll talk to you guys soon.